Shohei Ohtani just got paid. The question is, what does it mean? And the answer is, it means he's now reached the elite status of being a brand that represents an entire league. Think about it. We've all lived generations where great athletes were vastly underpaid, and there were some guys that you look around and say, how did he get that contract? How is he making that much? But when you talk about record setting, when you talk about becoming the highest paid athlete in North American history, you're talking about something bigger than your team and the sport that you play. Patrick Mahomes is a perfect example. His 10-year, $450 million deal was record-setting. And you could argue that every single year he could go back to the negotiating table. Not just because he's great for the Chiefs, not just because he's the face of the Chiefs, but also because he's the face of the entire league at this point. The resonance that he has to people that don't even follow football matters to his overall worth. Think about the same thing for Major League Baseball. Ohtani passes Mike Trout, who signed a 12-year, $426.5 million deal. Trout not only is great at what he does, not only consistent at what he does, he's one of the few people in baseball that has household name recognition. You hear that name, you know the player, you associate it with baseball. That association is worth cash. In the NBA, you could say the same thing about Jaylen Brown. Is he the best player in the league? No. But was he the right player at the right time to get the contract he got? Heck yeah. And is he still associated with something bigger than just himself? Absolutely. 5 years, $303.7 million. You're also part of one of the biggest brands in all of sports with the Boston Celtics, and you are part of the cultural phenomenon known as the NBA. You resonate farther than your sport because of what you've done and who you've done it for. And of course, maybe the best example from a sport not as many people love, Alexander Ovkin. Think about what his name means to hockey. 13 years, $124 million. That was a steal for the NHL. Not just for the years of highlights, not just for the years of greatness, but for the years of conversation he created by doing what he does. Ohtani has now joined that select group, who is responsible at this point, not just for being great for their team, but being great for their sport. And if you ask me, he's positioned well to live up to the expectation.